love it. I love it. I love it.
Can you not be creepy and can we start?
It's almost time, but I love it.
Okay.
Fats, why don't you keep eating, huh? Why don't you keep enjoying your chicken?
Oh, how'd you know I was eating chicken? Is this on black?
It was just a wild guess, actually. And you like live across the street from a burger and chicken joint.
There's no.
They had
You
chicken
can't
there.
use the word joint.
They do. They
I
actually
got
do.
I got
forgot
I got a
about
chicken sandwich there, you bimbo.
that. I never get chicken from a place called Tasty Burger. That doesn't make sense.
Whatever. I wanted to feel healthy, so I got chicken. If you remember.
Oh my god.
So I went to a fast food place to get chicken.
Hey man, when I'm hanging out with you, the only choice is fast food.
You got it. I do live right in the city. Fast food
You
or
live
old
in-
black people soul food. You got a choice of how you're gonna kill yourself.
I want soul food so I can get fucking voodoo cursed. No one liked that joke? It was a
what
good
did
joke. You know,
that
like
was a
soul food, like it goes
terrible
right to the
joke.
soul.
Dude, that was really bad.
Dude, come on, man. I'm full of coffee
Starting bad yet again. Here goes Smatter.
Hey, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get funnier at the end.
It's gonna ramp up.
Mm-hmm. Like, I would love to just do a bunch of charts on this podcast on how things work. Mm-hmm. So did you hear that Brandon's going to kick from Mumble and ban Chris if anyone breathes into the mic?
Oh, I can't breathe. All right, you got it.
No, please!
Also, shouts to K-Dave.
Oh, please don't give K-Dave anything.
I love K-Dave.
You love a man.
He's an idiot. He's useless,
You love a man.
but he's hilarious. Kind of like me. I think that's how DM feels about me. I'm an idiot, I'm useless, but he still loves me. That might be how he feels about all of us, actually.
Alright, we all here?
I think so.
Yes, we've been here the
Is
whole
DMB
time.
here?
No, he's in Overwatch.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Alright, and with that,
Wait,
welcome,
is he actually?
welcome.
No,
To the
he's watching
podcast.
the thing.
Alright, let me launch Overwatch and then rein
That's
us
not
in
true.
here.
He is
He's
in
not
Overwatch.
on.
He's just not playing a game. He's in the menu.
Oh,
so.
he's looking at the
So
menus.
what?
Alright, welcome to the podcast, everybody.
That was
I'm
nuts.
Smatter. Everyone else say hello and your name.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
Hi, I'm Fats.
I'm JC. Hello.
Noticeably
I'm
absent
JC, nice.
is our... yeah, I like how he's just surrendered now at this point.
All right, can we talk about how everyone in Juice has decided to become skinheads at different time periods?
I didn't. I never did, and I never will. I just am a skinhead without the physical appearance of one.
Nice.
Okay.
Good joke.
I have
going
hold
up,
the
it's going up.
ideology.
It's going up.
Alright, so for those of you who have never tuned in before, we're going to talk video game news and stuff that happened in the past 2 weeks, because last week we felt like there was not enough that had happened, genuinely. At least stuff that was pertinent to us. Sometimes we also talk about nonsensical stuff, like just general YouTube drama and whatnot, but, you know, just because we're children at heart, and I'm a skinhead, so I like these types of
Jeez,
things.
come on, man, settle
Oh
down.
my god.
Everyone knows that 90% of YouTube content is made by skinheads. It's true.
I'm just trying to imagine that. Like,
It's just like it's like a conscious effort, like a conscious network of skinheads.
Can we not make this a racial
No,
racism simulator?
Skinheads might have
Race war simulator?
race
Come
war
on, settle down.
simulator. That'd actually be like a really good simulator game.
Can you stop already?
Like you're just like in a crowd of people or like in a
Just see
town,
who,
and you
who
have to.
controls what part of town?
No, yeah, you like instill like bad ideas.
The blacks have taken over downtown. Watch out.
Like by the end of it, it's literally the plot of Do the Right Thing. Like you just got like you have the black guys.
You have the
like,
radio and
Yeah, burn down Sal's pizzeria.
and Samson. What are you doing? Get out of here!
Get the fuck out of here! The fuck?
Just imagine you being the pizza guy. I don't know why. It just makes it funnier.
I mean, my dad is a pizza guy, so it just makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, cool.
I knew you knew why. All right, who's
forgot
gonna pray for us?
JC
JC, Jesus Christ
Why am
himself.
I?
called it. Called
No,
it.
you gotta you pray
Called
to
it.
me. You pray
Called
to
it.
me.
No,
not,
called
I
it.
can't-
Do it. I don't believe you.
I need to hear it from your lips.
Convert me.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So I give thanks to my wonderful girlfriend of 4 years.
Hey,
We had our
oh, it's your
anniversary
anniversary today.
Yeah.
hey,
4
grats.
years. It's a long time. I can't. believe
What's
it's
her
been
name?
that
Mary
long.
Magdalene.
No. her
No.
We were
This
going
isn't
with the
even joke
JC
time.
joke.
And back down it goes.
All right, continue.
I hate Sam.
Just keep
I
going.
don't give thanks to Smatter who
Hey, whoa,
just
whoa! It's a
doesn't know
prayer.
when to
We're
let
not
a joke
cursing,
die.
people. We're not cursing.
But I do give thanks to Brandon being back in Jersey. So we actually
Bless up.
have some quality times in New Jersey. Unlike Sam, who's over in Staten Island.
Was that you blessing up?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Brandon points up. He points up like up his jersey.
He's so focused on trying to watch every single Tracer.
He doesn't have enough eyes.
We give thanks to no multi-hero lock in Overwatch tournaments, so there can be 6 tracers on every team.
7.
God bless. Amen.
All right,
Grace
thank
has been
you,
said.
Amen.
JC. All right, let's see what we got on the docket today, boys. The first thing on the docket, Fats doesn't want to talk about. So let's.
Wait,
Yeah, because he
What?
sucks, and
He
we don't.
doesn't. He doesn't want to talk about it.
All
Look
right,
at the
I
docket.
think we should still touch it.
Okay.
Fats can abstain, but I think we should still talk about this a little bit.
Fats can continue eating his meal. All right.
Done.
So for those of
Fat.
you who don't know, this happened a little a couple hours today. If you saw a video on the top page of Reddit, a friend of another YouTuber did a video covering Keemstar's indirect call to arms doxing of another person.
Not the first time he's
It's
done that.
not the first time he's done that, and he provides evidence of other times that it's been done. I'll put the link into the chat for you. But he, it's difficult to say. He kind of suggests to his followers to dox this guy and to swat this guy. He doxes this guy so that he gets swatted. Sorry, I'm confusing myself even. And he has clips in that video of him saying, well, like, okay, here's his Skype. Here's his full name, here's his phone number, the types of things that you should not do. In addition, he's like, well, this guy is really going to get what's coming to him, that type of thing, that kind of leaning on people.
Now, who is this guy?
The guy he has a beef with?
Yeah.
I don't really know, and I thumbed through some of his videos. He doesn't seem to have, anything... I don't know what his deal is.
Hey guys.
But I have no idea what the conflict's about, but I don't even care. I don't care if this guy killed Keemstar's girlfriend or some shit or wife. I think he's married. I don't know. I don't care. You don't do that. You know what I mean?
My thing here, and and this is gonna sound maybe a little egotistical because I don't know. I think there's only one way, and I think it's the right way. It's the only thing that comes to my head is everyone should stop watching anything on YouTube that involves drama involving people that don't concern you.
That'd be really hard to do though, because
It's not. I mean, I
It's-
never ever watch any of these shitty fucking videos. Ever. They come
But-
on my Twitter feed, I ignore them. I don't click them. I don't read comments about them. I don't fucking care. And the fact that anyone out there cares makes them assholes.
Brandon, just the quick check, real quick, okay? How old are you?
It has no fucking. It doesn't matter. When I was
Have you
16, I didn't give a
formulated-
shit about this.
But not
I've
everybody's
never,
like
ever
us.
given a shit
not
about this.
everybody's like us. That's the
Now,
thing.
if there's drama that involves a Smite player that I know personally, I'll give a shit. I don't even give a shit about drama in Smite or Smash Brothers of players that I don't even know. I don't care about that. Although that Pichu shit is actually godlike.
we can talk about that in a second.
Wait, we'll
Sam
get
doesn't
to
know
that.
anything about that. But
Yeah, I
we
don't know
can
anything
talk
about
that in a second.
Fuck Keemstar. He sucks.
Yes!
Everything
Well,
about
yeah.
him sucks.
Wait, no. No, I want
But
to. I want to touch on your point about avoiding the drama, right? It's hard on YouTube, right? Because YouTubers like him and many other YouTubers and some of the biggest ones we know got started by talking about how they feel on camera, right? And this is the next evolution of that, right? Because they're gonna have relationships with other people who are talking about their feelings on camera. And when someone is swatting you, how do you make that aware? How do you make the community aware that this is happening? You make a video about it. Right? It's logical. I mean, to avoid that, yes, maybe it's good for your person, right? But these things are going to exist, and I think to a certain extent they have to exist. Otherwise, the YouTube fucking royalty are going to continue running this three-ring circus and
Well,
fucking
what
people's
we
lives.
need to do is start pressuring our fucking government then to introduce new laws that indicate that these things are not going to be okay from now on. For instance, hey, local senator, people are calling up the cops and sending SWAT teams over to the house. We need to make sure that there's accountability for this. And then you say, oh, well, it's not Keemstar, right? It's Drama Alert, and that's not his channel. It's just the channel that he works on. Or it's like Keemstar just said what his address was, blah, blah, blah. It's very clear what he wanted to happen. If you say this guy's going to get what's coming to him and then post personal information, the chain of causation leads back to him.
It's hard to pin him down in a court, though. Because he never.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be, because the problem is that we don't have precedent, and we need to start setting a precedent by having everyone start calling their local fucking government saying, "Hey, if this prick keeps doing this, we want him to go to jail."
Do you think that maybe it's not a government thing so much as a local YouTube thing? YouTube is not even really enforcing these things.
YouTube sucks. Like, let's not pretend for a second that YouTube is governed
Twitch.
by anyone except for the people who want to line their fucking pockets. YouTube has never and will never give a shit about any of us.
Well, here's the thing. These videos actually get a lot of views. So that's why one of the reasons these people are so big is because they show up in the related videos for almost everything. It is impossible to actually dodge like all these drama videos. No matter what you're watching, at least one is going to be like in the top 4 or 5 of your related videos. It's ridiculous.
I just don't understand why it's allowed to happen. Like, there's all these like turnarounds. YouTube's like, oh, I don't know, it's not technically his channel. Who gives a shit what it technically is? If this was Twitch, they would ban that motherfucker, and he'd be like, you could suck my dick. If you even appear on someone else's channel in TeamSpeak in a fucking random game you get matched up with, we're banning them too.
Okay. So, the way your body was like you're out of breath.
This behavior is really actually disgusting. If you look at the video I linked, the fucking SWAT guys go into the house, they break down the door, they point the gun at the fucking kid in the living room, the child, and she immediately throws her hands up. That kind of thing is...
That video wasn't the right video.
That's not the real video.
That was from 2012.
Oh, okay, that wasn't like the relevant one.
It's just showing
It's an incidence
what
of...
swatting is.
He does have a kid, that's why I was... Okay. It's just like that type of... It doesn't matter. That type of thing is so disgusting.
Let's talk about Pichu.
Alright, fine, just go ahead.
Yo,
Alright, yes.
Fuck
So-
Keemstar. So here's the bottom line.
This is
Fuck
the
drama,
hypest
fuck
shit I've
Keemstar,
ever
here's
heard
the hot shit.
in my life. Like, this is the hottest shit. I mean, I don't...
No, you need to
condone
give
this.
all the details so listeners can understand and so I,
will,
can
will.
follow.
I'm just saying, I don't condone this, but it's funny as shit.
It's
All
the
right.
hype as shit.
So there's a guy that created a version of Melee called 20XX. Basically, he found a legal way to hack Melee that only involves a memory card that allows you to change certain things, like putting on stage textures, allowing certain timers to appear. You know, just things that make the quality of life for tournaments a little bit better. Well, some kid took the source code for this and edited it to give these minor but still relevant buffs to the worst character in the game, to the point where this kid then went in, and it would only function if you played Pichu in the 4th character slot. So he got like a down tilt buff by increasing its range. He got extra knockback, and it couldn't be smash DI'd on his forward smash and up smashes. Like, he gave him pretty significant buffs, but they were minor and they were hard to notice unless you like really knew the game, and no one really knows Pichu. So this guy's going to tournaments and beating people with this fucking cheater bullshit for like a month, and everyone's making fun of.
So how do you do it? Did he bring a memory card?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a special memory card.
It's Midwest most likely.
Yeah, it was a Midwest thing, but everybody in the country is like making fun of these shitters for losing to the worst character in the game and having this guy win tournaments. And then we found out my man is just straight up fucking cheating.
Oh my
That's
god.
actually pretty great.
It's awesome.
It's beyond great. It's actually like the slickest shit you could ever
How
do.
did he get caught?
Videos.
Someone like went through the VODs and said like that shouldn't have done that. And then went back and like started looking through all this shit and like eventually figured it out.
Holy shit, you get a bunch of sweaty nerds to fucking lose, and they fucking find out why they're losing. That's actually crazy. I
It's
mean,
next level.
I didn't
dude.
even
It's
realize
next
you could
level.
bring your memory card to these events. I figured
You've
they...
never
no,
attended
no.
one, have you?
Usually,
No.
you don't bring your own memory cards unless you bring a setup. But this guy would say something like, you know, I have the newest version of 20XX. It's already hooked up. All I need to do is plug it in. Everyone's like, oh, okay. And I really want to play on it because I have special, textures, and I think the stream would like it. Just things like that. Just make it seem nonchalant. Until he started beating people with Pichu. Like, he should have just, like, buffed Marth a little bit and just, like, won tournaments for real. No one would have questioned that.
Always Spike Mark.
That's true, yeah. He goes for an underdog.
He
No,
should
he
have
goes
picked
for
Sheik, and
the
Sheik's forward air
underdog.
has more knockback, right? Like, that would have been dope.
The shittiest character of the game, which would make it very noticeable that something's happening, is what he chose to do. It's like, here, let me do something. And the Melee community is like, oh, you guys suck, you're losing to Pichu, without thinking about it, because it's like, oh, wow, maybe he plays Pichu a lot and learned matchups and shit. And then it comes out that he's literally hacked the game to make his character better.
I love it.
Jazzman
It is basically aimbot. He has Soldier 76 out all the time. And the
I
thing
love
is,
it.
he didn't buff Pichu to like a super high tier. Apparently, he only buffed him to mid tier.
Yeah, he buffed him like just a little bit.
I think he
gave
made
him-
strategic buffs. That
Yeah,
He
no,
did?
he did. He
Yeah,
made
he
the down
did.
tilt much longer, which made all of your normal approaches not work, and it would catch you off guard. He made sure that the two major kill moves for the character were buffed, but in ways that didn't seem dramatic. It wasn't killing you all that much faster, even though it was. The real thing is that he reduced the amount of DI or directional influence that could ensure the character would live. He reduced that, ensuring that the
Smash
kills
DI.
would go off a little bit earlier. Really smart. I mean, it's really smart stuff. I mean,
He's a smart guy.
huge cunt,
But he's smart as shit.
but I love it. Like,
He's smart as shit for doing it, honestly.
According to Jazzman in the chat, apparently he refused to play on other people's setups.
yeah,
I
Uh,
would too.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
he
like.
was winning.
If I was cheating,
I mean, like, all the signs were there, though. He shouldn't have gotten as far as he did.
I mean,
People don't
that
think.
kind of thing, like wasn't uncommon, especially like brawl kids who had hacked subs. Like, no, I only want to play with my special Marth texture that has special colors because that's how
yeah.
I win.
And I was the opposite. It was like, we're not playing on your shitty, weird, fucking anime textures. I don't care if you want to be fucking Sephiroth. You're playing on a normal fucking system, and you're gonna hold that shit.
you're gonna be Marth.
that was an on the sly Salem jab there.
Fuck
For
Salem.
anyone who missed that.
Salem's the best.
Dude, who doesn't
Not
want
on
to be Sephiroth,
Twitter, but
though?
She is the best.
Hey, you got to take her as a whole, son.
No, she. All right, then she gotta go, man.
If you,
That's it.
as a whole, yeah, if you like cut off a part of her,
Her
does it
Twitter
grow
is
back because she's a
terrible.
lizard?
Her Twitter is terrible. No, we can cut her tail off. Her tail is
Mhm.
Twitter. It'll grow back something better.
Wait, did I ever tell a story about the? I went like this is gonna sound really crazy. I went with my friend to meet his girlfriend's parents, and we got like dinner at their house. They invited us over, and I was visiting in Colorado. I go inside the kitchen, and they first of all they said they would cook dinner, right? And they ordered Panera Catering, right? And
Nice.
I'm in the
Oh,
kitchen
boy.
with his girlfriend's father, and this guy's crazy. Like, we're talking about like he's just being like really racist, really anti-gay at the table, and it's like super awkward and tangible to everybody. Like,
Wait, who is this?
my friend's ex-girlfriend's father. And he says things like, you know, like, that fag will shut up, just play some Liza Minnelli for him. And he, like, look at around the table and, like, laughs, try to get laughter. It was, like, super uncomfortable. Like,
Did you laugh?
yeah, it was funny.
You should have laughed
Yeah,
really hard.
It is funny. It's like
Oh, you should
movie dialogue. So I go back into the kitchen to get myself some more Panera soup, right? And so I go in through the door, and he's in there.
No.
He's got this soup spoon in his hand, and a fucking lizard comes into the house, and I'm like walking, and he goes, Jesus fuck, and he takes the spoon in one swift motion, slams it down, cuts the lizard in half, and the lizard
a
like
spoon?
skidding out with the spoon. The lizard just like runs under the fucking fridge, and the other half of it just stays there, and he's just like, ah fuck, and he just like picks it up with the fucking spoon and throws it out. Sorry, that's just.
All right, so
Why?
he is a Neanderthal because he's cutting people lizards in half with a spoon.
Oh yeah. So the point
Simple
is,
tool hates everything progressive. Oh, fuck lizards.
when you cut a lizard, it will keep going.
That's what you learned.
Fuck.
It doesn't stop.
Sorry, yeah, it's actually really funny. And now my other friend is dating that same girl.
Nice.
Which is weird, yeah.
Keep it in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Racist
So
dad.
back to the Pichu stuff. I think like stuff like this. Well, it's a smart way to cheat, right? And the guy's an asshole, but like we can't blame him for being smart. It goes to show you what lack of regulation on esports is, right? Like
he wrote in an apology, which was really stupid.
Where is it?
Yeah, where's the apology? What did it
wrote
say?
an oh boy.
Is it a twit longer?
TV, no.
Aw.
He's not esports.
Then it's not a real
twit
apology.
longer.
It's not real. You
Smash
can't be
Bros are not
sincere.
Esports. They don't do twit longers. I gotta find it. I know TV posted it.
I'm trying to find it.
I bet he's really. I bet she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was so smart. I'm so sorry. Fucking like Martin Shkreli type shit. Oh well.
TV tweeted it. I gotta find his Twitter. Hold on.
Can
All right,
anyone-
I'm on TV's Twitter. What am I looking for?
You don't want to
Ma-
go to TV's Twitter.
You look.
Okay,
don't go-
okay, it's a Melee It On Me Facebook post. I got it. This is a long post.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
the first,
God.
like, his excuse basically is, I have a mental health problem, and
I have
was
a
bullied
person
into
who
this.
follows me around named Connor.
It was
I know
Connor,
for a fact
dude.
I've
I'm
told
looking at
several
this.
people about him
What?
before, specifically Anazada and Durf. He used to just follow me around and ridicule me, but recently he's gotten much more threatening and he forces me to do things I do not want to do.
Oh my.
This is
God.
written
I
like
don't
one of
mean
my
to laugh
fucking.
because I mean, if this is real, like I feel kind of bad, but oh boy.
All right, wait. This is written like one of my characters would like explain being weird. Like, you know, it's. I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
Okay, this is too crazy to not believe. Let me read you an excerpt.
Yeah, please read it.
The past 2 weeks, I have honestly been scared for my life. I was told that I was the target of a government experiment on the viability of the esports industry and using influential people to control masses of the population. Connor told me I had poison in my blood that they could activate to kill me at any time to make me die. That is crazy.
What? Oh man, wait.
Now that brings that if that is the case, then I can understand it. That alone proves that yes, this kid has something wrong with him if he's believing shit like that.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
It's hilarious.
This is written like
it's
fucking
fucked
like a crazy conspiracy theorist. I love this.
It's so fucked up, but it's hilarious.
Maybe the
That
government.
he said he's the esports experiment.
Maybe the government could only control you if you're
Peachy
in the
Wing.
fourth player slot.
The government can only explode your
Wait.
blood if you're in player 3.
Wait. Let's go with the fucking like. Let's follow his logic. Let's assume the government's trying to determine the viability of esports. Right? Why would they like hold somebody hostage? Right? Like, what's the end game here? The guy wins like fucking a couple $100, right? And he,
No, it establishes that there is no meta, and that esports can survive because a new tier list will come out because Pichu will be better. Thanks to government funding and exploding blood.
Another
Oh my
excerpt.
God.
They
Sounds
need,
like a fucking anime.
they needed me to become a very important and followed member of the community so that I could control people for them. Oh my god, this is like
This
alien.
is-
This is like alien human hybrids. Like where the aliens just fucking like come down, they fucking make you nut, they take your cum, and then they make fucking hybrid babies. It's a thing. It's a thing. I swear to God. You know, and like the people who talk about it, like never want to admit that they enjoyed
Oh my
it. Like they never
God.
want to admit that they were fucking. They got the best fucking tug of their life. So they can barely talk about it.
You need to stop.
It's just like
You gotta
this
go.
guy. He got his tug. He had the taste of victory, but he doesn't want to admit it. So he just fucking says he was fucking scooped up by the government.
Boy, if you don't shut up. The next thing on the damn docket, Sam. What is it?
Oh my god, I really do want to like read this whole thing. I really liked this.
You have free time after the podcast. Sounds like that's a good time for that.
Oh my god.
Fucking god.
Yeah,
I
this
feel like you just told us a movie plot.
this guy just got the tug of his life. That's all. All right. Next on the docket. All right. We're talking about cheating, right? This comes from out of our Reddit thread here. Apparently, and I'm going to link this as I say it. A bunch of Redditors and YouTubers found out, confirmed a suspicion that the FIFA community has like a thought that they had. They confirms a theory that the FIFA community had for years, in that high-skilled teams feel sluggish and weird, causing them to underperform. Right. So I'm going to give a little background on this. I don't play FIFA. I have played FIFA. I don't quite understand this, but there is an Ultimate Team mode that involves DLC that you buy like a pack of player cards, and then you have players, right? And players have like a chemistry value, and players with good chemistry will perform better, right? In addition to their other stats. So a team with high chemistry has a stat boost. Now,
Okay.
apparently, people are complaining that they have these stacked teams, which they paid for through packs, underperforming, being sluggish, right? So apparently, a bunch of YouTubers and Reddit people got together and they found out that the chemistry value for certain high-skilled players was not being calculated. And it seems to be intentional, and it has been the case for about 7 years worth of FIFA games, which is like, what, 40 FIFA games, right?
Yeah.
So the underlying, the nasty plot here is that these games have been coded this way so people are not getting the value for which they paid.
Now these cards are new. right? I mean, like the last couple of years.
Yes.
So if we go back 7 years, perhaps they just wanted to make the game where it's like, okay, if we put all of these awesome players on the same team, we don't want them to do that well because then everyone's going to play this specific team. We want people to play with different combinations of players.
Right.
And then maybe they didn't realize that this could wind up hurting people who paid. Like, I don't think this is a scandal. I think this is just like, okay, we probably should have done something, where if people are paying to win, they could pay to win. But I don't mind that. I don't like the idea of having, I have the 7 best players or 9 best players in the world. Like, that's what I'm playing. Like,
They probably put it in before the idea of this kind of transaction was even like
Yeah.
commonplace, and because they never change anything between FIFA titles, it's just still in the game.
It seems to me that like maybe in initial testing when they had stacked teams versus like just a mediocre team, like maybe that's just like it was just a complete stomp, and they had to curb it somehow. But it's still dishonest that they didn't disclose this, right? Because then it upsets these things, and FIFA is very large. Like don't kid yourself. It's a very
I know.
FIFA is the biggest game that EA makes
yeah.
by a pretty significant margin.
And I'm
Because
not.
football is the biggest sport in the world.
I will admit it's even kind of fun. I like it. I'm not that I would ever buy it and play it, but like when I play with my cousins.
but I like FIFA.
Yeah, but like at least FIFA, like I can be done in fucking. At least there's fucking hot guys. All right, there you go.
Have you ever
Truth
played
comes
Call of
out.
Duty?
Yes.
Ghost was pretty hot.
No, I don't mess with ghosts. You know that. I'm part of
All
a.
those ghosts inside you.
I'm
man?
part of a government conspiracy that they fill me with ghosts, and like I can't be near other ghosts, otherwise my ghosts come out.
What are the name of your ghosts again? You have a few.
Yeah, there's like Becky's a ghost, Sketty's a ghost, all these different things, these characters
You only
that
have
come out
two
of me.
because those are the only two I can mention.
Yeah, there are more. There's the only ones I let out of my ghost bag.
You're Zonquay now.
Yeah, fat ghost.
Fat ghost.
Mm-hmm. So what do we make of this? Is it? It's dishonest, yes, but is it a terrible thing?
It sounds like a bug that they just didn't take out more than anything else. I mean, like I said, they barely change FIFA titles between iterations. Like they add like a new campaign mode and they change the players in it and they make the controls different. I don't know why, but they do. Every single FIFA title has different controls, and then they just they pump it out every year. So it's probably something that's been in the game for a while to prevent people from stacking teams when they're playing with their friends, and it's just still in the game. It'll probably be out of the game next year, or maybe they'll leave it in and just tell people it's there.
Or maybe the skilled players, when they're not like in a match, are being abducted by the government and had been poisoned to make their skills worse.
You have murdered this joke.
It's really funny.
It is
I still
super
have
dead.
the thing open and I'm still looking at it.
Shame on you.
at the
It is super dead.
end of his letter, he's like, "I have an appointment with my doctor lined up for Tuesday." It's like the doctor's gonna pull the poison out of his blood. It just, oh man, I wish you guys enjoyed this as much as I do.
Yeah, I don't.
All right,
It's not funny because it sounds like it's sad now.
it's not sad. It's
a little
It is
sad.
sad. It's
It's
sad.
it's sad.
it's too ludicrous to be serious.
At first, I only read
Can't
the
use
beginning
too
when he
ludicrous
talked about.
is serious as the title of the show.
Ew.
I was drinking water.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's-
Cthulhu was coming back. Another ghost.
I do think it's so funny. It's not even like sad. It's not sad. This kid is he's just lying. It's the first time this kid has said any notoriety. He doesn't know what to do with it. All right. So let's move on to the next big thing that happened the past week and a half. Overwatch Competitive is out.
Yes.
So for those of you unfamiliar, you do 10 placement matches like every game with a rank system in the last 3 years, and then you get ranked. And it's 1 to 100, right?
Yep.
And that's it, right?
Yep.
However, we get into some weird situations, right?
Called
With
the coin flip.
Yeah, with the dreaded coin flip.
Oh yeah.
Brandon, care to walk us through the coin flip?
Here we go. You flip a coin, you lose or you win.
So on any map that you can tie on, so anything that's not a control map, whether it's payload or attack, hybrid, what have you, if it is a tie, you have to the game flips a coin, and whoever wins gets to attack. And then the map resets, and you have 2 minutes. And whoever
2:15.
Yeah, no, that's not true. It's anywhere from 1:45 to 2:15, depending on the
Okay,
map.
that's weird.
It depends on the map and how far you would have to walk.
Okay.
So it's it sucks because the attackers almost always win, and it's generally seen as unfavorable to most.
And this is because the first points on these maps are meant to be kept quickly. The advantage is for
Right.
the attackers because the defenders
Right.
have longer to walk back. You know, all these things.
Now, I don't know what I would personally do to fix this, but I know how I could stop sudden death from happening as much.
And what would that be?
So, for attack maps, generally the sudden death isn't happening too much. Usually the map timer runs out. But for payloads and hybrids, I think there should be an augmented point system. So right now, for every objective you clear, you get 1 point. I think we can make this better by giving a team 2 points per objective, unless it reaches overtime. And if you reach overtime, you only get 1 point for that objective, which should create a much more dynamic amount of match endings.
Interesting.
Makes things pretty simple and doesn't change the system too much, so that would make Blizzard happy.
Why not stopwatch?
Because stopwatch, Blizzard's not going to do stopwatch. They said they don't want to create a game where people are changing their comps to juggle points. Even though
It's happening anyway.
So what's going to do it?
Well, yeah, I mean, even though they've already set that up to ensure that we don't have single character lock for competitive modes, I mean, we just saw a tournament match where at the end of the match there were 3 Winstons, 2 Lucios, and 7 Tracers.
It's
Look who's good on King of the
literally
Hill.
a pinball machine with multi-ball.
And yeah, and all they were doing was trying to control points. I think Blizzard has a few things to do. I think that they're on the right path. People are definitely giving them more hate than they deserve. I mean, the competitive mode is awesome. And while the coin flip does suck, and it generally results in the attackers winning, although we've had a few times where we've defended successfully,
Woo.
I do believe that we are in a pretty good position. Blizzard doesn't have to change very much.
I think part of the issue too with the coin flip is that it'll tend to happen after like a good 20 to 30 minutes of match time, and having what feels like a match that long and that close go down to did I get attack or not can feel really, really bad. If that happened after 5 minutes, like that would be a lot less aggravating than happening after 30 to 40.
But like the frustrating thing, I had this happen yesterday in a ranked game where like it was a hybrid map. I think it was Numbani, right? So I think we just like crushed it in like a record time. Like I don't think I've ever done. Like it was like under 2 minutes total, right? Then we had defending them. We literally held them to the last second, and they managed to just Zarya ult us off the cart at the end, and you know it was in overtime. And
My
it
thing
came
would
down to a
fix
coin.
that.
It came to a coin flip, and then they just like got the push, and then like you know like one of us died, and that's all it takes.
Yeah. That's why I think I
I felt terrible, no matter how decisive
Have
your
you
victory.
submitted that idea via
Not
the
yet.
forums?
came it today. It was an idea that I had
Why don't you
today.
just keep tweeting it at Blizzard like every 15 minutes?
And then everybody can retweet it.
To me, these things are not that big of a deal. People are complaining like, "Oh my God, my ranked is so bad, and I can't level up because of blank, and I'm losing too much." Honestly, I've had a few solo queue issues myself, but at the end of the day, if I want to be, considered a good player, I should be able to carry these shitters, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
what I try.
you have more control in
My-
an FPS environment.
My only problem right now, my only real thing, I mean, there are a few things that irk me, but the thing that makes me not want to play ranked is when you win a game with a lever on the enemy team, you get like less than 5% on the level, or sometimes it's like 8%. It's abnormally low. So if I attack and then if I attack and win, lose my defense on an attack map, and then do that again, and we still have time left, and then we go back, we win our attack, and then we hold them at point B, and we're talking like 40 minutes of game time.
Yeah.
If that happens, and on the final 30 seconds, one of their guys realizes it's over and leaves early, instead of getting a bar to a bar and a half of a level, I'm going to get 8%.
I think the biggest problem, not even just with the percentage, like the small percentage here, it's just that it gives trolls power.
Yeah.
People can threaten to leave, and then nobody feels good about it.
I noticed too that leaver, if someone leaves your game, like, you know, it says it gives you a loss, but you barely take any experience loss for that. I got the only 2 losses I had in placement were due to levers, and I still got placed at 63, which makes me feel like I didn't get
The
those
fuck did
losses
you get placed
counted.
at 63? You suck at this game.
Oh, except that
plays
I got placed
Roadhog.
higher than you. I didn't play Roadhog at all in placements. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, I played Mercy, Zarya, Reinhardt.
That actually,
And,
it actually doesn't make sense that you rank that high playing those characters, because the algorithm dictates, like, healers and tanks do less.
How does
Don't-
Zarya does a lot of damage.
Algorithm work? Because I heard something about metals, and I don't understand.
Metal counts and like how much damage you do. Things like shutdowns and environmental kills are very important. Like all these things that would force play of the game would also make you level up more.
Okay, so in my placement matches, I got 5 goals in like 3 of my losing matches, and I still got 50, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, if you lose, you just eat shit.
Okay,
I
I thought
feel
you eat less shit.
I feel
because
like
you got
even,
gold.
like-
that was what I was told.
I went 8-2 with a positive record, like in kill death almost every round, as Reinhardt with a ton of damage block, a ton of objective time, and I placed at 54.
I don't
Sounds
know how
better
the
than me,
algorithm
man.
works, dude. I'm not saying that I deserve or didn't deserve to get placed at 63. I don't know how it works. I'm just probably not gonna play ranked again.
I feel
Yeah,
like
just
I,
take that, and never fuck with it.
I feel like the people who maybe did their placement matches later probably got placed differently simply because the system has more data to place them, right? Out of 100.
Maybe that's probably
Seriously,
why
like, I
that's
feel
so low.
Yeah, like it makes sense. I guess like it
I
has
mean,
to, it has to
I
it has to
lost-
rank people, right?
I went 5-5.
I
mean,
went
something-
4-6, buddy.
Something I
Somebody
did
in
notice.
chat, somebody in Spanish chat just said they went 2-8 and got 52.
Yeah.
God bless.
Something I did notice
Get the
during my
fuck outta
placements
here.
is that I think it was trying to avoid giving me group players, firstly, because I only ever got a couple of group people, and secondly, I had a lot of the same people in all my matches. Like, I
when
think,
were you
like, at
playing
least-
at 3 in the morning?
No, right when it first came out, right when everyone else is doing it. I finished my placements like a half hour before Brandon did.
Interesting.
So, I mean, I don't know. I was expecting like maybe I would end up in one of Brandon's games or something on the other team, but for the most part, it was only solo queue players when I was doing my placement, and I got like at least 5 or 6 people like carrying through like maybe half the games. Like they would be on one team or the other every single time.
That's weird.
So
I don't know.
I will say, I think the match quality is certainly greater in competitive. I think I might exclusively play competitive just because I don't really give a shit about my rank. In truth, I just enjoy a competitive environment for this in FPSs, and that type of thing makes it fun, right? People will play supports because they feel pressured to. I've had a couple of really great matches where I met some players who were like coordinated and communicative and all that, and it's great.
And then sometimes you got a guy who plays Widow, and you ask him to switch, and he switches
Yeah.
to Hanzo.
That's the downside.
Oh, yeah.
Also, another weird thing I noticed: if you're queued in a group, it doesn't automatically join you into voice chat. You have to like manually do it.
Sometimes it depends on your settings.
I don't know. Maybe it is a setting, but I kept finding that frustrating. And I was like, I want to communicate with them. And I was like, oh wait, I'm not in the fucking channel.
You could just hit P and switch over.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like it should be like opt out instead of opt in. Overall, I think it's still good. Like I think the competitive system is actually good. I mean, like,
I'm enjoying the matches.
yeah.
People are actually talking. People are being communicative. Like I've gotten to matches where people weren't talking, and that was the worst experience I've had. Nobody
I
in
have
any of my
found that-
matches.
Later in the day is worse. The more people that come home from school and the longer you find people are playing, the worse they generally are.
Well, you have the
so I'm
sweaty
gonna,
shirts playing in the morning.
I'm gonna try to limit my Overwatch rank time to
Like-
before 5 o'clock.
It's also a holiday too, lately. So
I played today from about, like, I don't know what time I started, but I stopped around 4 or 5, and generally all the matches were good. I was just getting burnt out from trying to carry so hard.
Feel
That
you.
could also be a thing because people are going to keep trying to play all day and then burn themselves out, because unlike
Yeah.
a MOBA where the game, you're fresh and everything is good, some of your movements get really slow after a long time of playing.
Yeah, I definitely felt myself being more sluggish as the day went on.
yeah,
That's how it
that's the
works.
thing with FPS is you just get fatigued differently.
That's how it works. It's like that I consider to be more sports like than a MOBA.
I mean, like I remember when I played. I used to play TF2 like 3 to 5 hours a day for like a very long
That's
time.
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Out of his mind.
I loved it. It's just like, but like there were times like
That game sucks.
it does not. I feel like
Game is
FPS is more
garbage,
so than
dude.
other games. It's just like when you're on, you're fucking on. You know what I mean? Like we
Yes.
just land every shot, and sometimes
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like I'm reading. Your brain's like I'm reading this right, but my hands are not executing. You
Yeah.
know? I think it's definitely a different type of skill.
Like most of today, since I finally finished my placement matches and I played a bit of ranked matches, because I'm only playing ranked because Blizzard decided to shit on me. Okay, I had 54 out of 54 May, and then they come out the cut and say there's 55 items, and I gotta play ranked to get this damn golden weapon.
You have all of May's items.
Yes. Well, all but one now.
You're such a fucking weeb lord. I
And
like.
How many,
I absolutely am. Look,
how many
I
do
want
you
to
have?
understand. I want you to understand the group of friends you have around you, and wonder why we're all weebs and you're not, Sam.
It's like literally like the two things.
Every single person except for Black Brandon is a weeb.
May is like the embodiment of the two things of your personality: fat and weeb.
You say that about her again, I'm fucking you up.
Dude, she busty. She busty.
That's a better word.
She got that ass.
Chubby.
She chubs.
Chubs.
Bing bong, ice wall. I'm fat. Bing bong. Bing bong, freeze you. Positive body image. Bing bong.
Oh my god.
That was good.
That's
You're
literally
back up.
that's
You're
literally
back up.
May's thing. Yeah.
Bing bong, positive body image was the selling point. Oh, that was good.
Bing
That was
bong,
really good.
be comfortable in your skin. Bing bong. Comfortable in your skin, but still a little cold. Bing bong. I can't.
Shut up.
I'm gonna do a bing bong joke, I think, every week.
Shut up. We're done here.
All right, let's move on to the crown event. Let's talk bits and social eating. So, since we last met, Twitch released what they
Two
call
things.
cheering. Right? We'll start with cheering.
Okay. Yeah.
Cheering. First of all, fucking dumb name. I don't know how this got out of like a fucking just like spitball stand up in the marketing team.
What are we gonna call it? Yay! You said yay. Cheering. Done.
I don't even know. It's just
Glasses on.
to me, it does not like what it is. Does not suggest what the word does not suggest what the thing is.
I think there's a very specific reason they're phrasing it the way they are, though.
Yeah, and why is that?
Because they want to specifically avoid having it be like a donation thing. I think there's probably
Yeah.
legal reasons in terms of the way that money's being spent that saves them and or the streamer from the issues that PayPal is facing.
Well, they can't
with.
call it donations
Because they're not donations.
because they're not
Yeah.
donations.
Yeah.
Technically, we shouldn't be using that word.
Yeah.
And you can't call it tips because if they called it tips and then had Twitch take a part, that'd be illegal.
So, because it's like a casino.
business cannot take a cut of the tips of their employees.
So, let me explain the system. So basically, you buy what are called bits, which is a currency, and then you can do special
No,
emotes.
no. It's not a currency. It's specifically not a currency.
Oh,
You're
fuck.
buying emotes. You're literally just buying the emotes. You're buying a product. Emotes.
Ugh.
Exactly what it is.
You're not
Expendable
trading
emotes.
your money in for a different kind of money. Smelter's mouse is always on my forehead.
It's
I don't know why.
because whenever I move the thing, even if the window's under it, it puts
Always
the
on my
mouse.
forehead. It doesn't matter if I'm in the top left, top right, black forehead. Gotta go there.
All right, whatever.
Thank
man.
you, Cat Dog, for having my back. I
So
don't even know if you had my back.
this is first of all, number one, it's an obvious cash grab masquerading as something good for the community, right? It's Twitch attempting to monetize and pull away from some of the tips. I feel.
No.
No. Okay.
No,
I
man,
actually,
you gotta chill.
I like the basic idea of the system because while it is not expressly donations, it is clearly intended as kind of like a Twitch sanctioned way to do it.
Yes, and that's
and-
important because PayPal sucks my dick.
Yeah, PayPal. I mean, I'm not sure if a lot of people
Okay.
don't like Caseytron, but she and many other streamers recently have gotten really, really screwed over by PayPal blocking their accounts for
Chargeback.
for chargeback reasons, and they consider basically all streamers high risk accounts, which means that PayPal's a really kind of risky proposition for a lot of streamers right now, and donations are a big part of a lot of smaller streamers'
Tips.
incomes.
It's part of
So-
all streamers' incomes.
Yeah,
Most top-level streamers make more from donations than they do from subs.
I believe that.
Tips.
We're,
There-
we're calling them donations. It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to jail.
I am behind like the basic premise of this. It seems like needlessly expensive.
Well, right now, from what we've seen, it does seem like a little bit worse than PayPal, but it's much safer. So you are paying
For safety.
for safety.
It's probably
Yeah,
priced just that reason.
but I would like it to see a little bit more in the streamer's favor.
It's also like not even.
I don't know the
They're not
split.
even that good. The bit emotes.
Did
To be
they announce
completely
what the
honest.
split is?
Someone broke NDA on the basic the basic revenue share, and it's literally 1 cent to 1 bit
1.4.
ratio. But you pay like $1.40 for 100, but the streamer gets 1 cent per 100. So that's the split. The more bits you buy at once, the better it is for the streamer you're donating to. Or sorry, cheering for. Sorry.
Okay. Can we talk about in the video that explains it, right? Which first of all, it's weird that Twitch is doing like now video promotions for their like releases. Anyway, it's super weird. But she goes, if you feel like your streamer, your favorite broadcaster is feeling down, send them a bit, let them know you're cheering for them. You know what I mean? It's like really kind of weird that they touch on the fact that like some of their like a lot of streamers have like bad days and they stream and that like you should pay them because they feel bad. It's weird. It's like acknowledging those it's like saying, oh, we know our community has mental problems, make them feel better. Did anyone else feel that way? Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Not really. I mean, like, you're not a full-time streamer,
Right.
so you don't know how shitty it can be.
I know, like you're literally living your life on stream, but like to even call attention to that in a marketing promotion to me is weird.
Well, I mean, like, what are they gonna?
What
Like,
can they say?
They could
How can
not.
they go about
They
it?
could just not say it.
I mean,
Okay, how do you convince me to cheer?
Oh,
Like,
I would
you
only
see a good play, do this.
exactly.
Do
They
this.
do all that, but they wedge in the streamer's having a bad day.
Right. Well, I mean, it's just another reason. They're just talking about things. You know, why would I want to do this? Well, you know,
You
it
can
makes your
cheer-
streamer
cheer
feel
them
cool.
up.
If you want to cheer them on or a good play, you want to cheer them up. I mean, that's kind of where the name come from. I think it's a good idea. I think that the monetization itself that Twitch is getting, from what I saw, if that shit it's even true, because I'm not part of the Bits beta yet. Hopefully, I get in soon. But
Pick me.
Well, that's
Yeah.
my other dislike of this is that while they have to not call it tips and donations, etc., for pretty important legal reasons. If it's intended as a substitute, which it is, I don't like the idea that they're trying to hide the revenue share from people who could just use their money to tip them directly through PayPal.
There was
Because
a-
streamers are literally not allowed to talk about it.
There was a
It's the
video
same as
that Jericho did, saying that, if I remember correctly, because I watched it the day that cheering was announced, and it was on Twitter, and he was explaining like the system and what it's supposed to be like, and he probably broke NDA on it. I don't remember, but he did say that if you want to support the streamer, it is better to donate directly.
Yeah.
Cheering you get something out of, subscriptions you get something out of, but if
Oh.
you're trying to directly
That's-
help.
That's another thing I want to touch on, though. I do not like the streamer, the badge thing. I don't feel like that's going to
do not
encourage.
like the badge thing
I don't
either.
think that's going to encourage good behavior in chats
what,
at all.
I don't understand
Wait,
what's
what do you
the badge
mean?
thing.
Okay,
Depending
the
on
more,
how many.
the more you donate, or sorry, the more you cheer, the bigger subscriber badge, like a not sub badge, but a cheering badge. You get a cheering badge that goes in front of your name like a sub badge, and the more you cheer, the better your badge is in that channel. And
It
I
changes
feel like
color, it changes shapes.
that's not a good look.
It's promoting like ridiculous. I can only see toxicity and what's the other word? Elitism coming out of it.
All right. Okay.
Depending on the channel and how they handle it.
Check
of
this
course.
out. So there's 6 different chat badges. There's one for 1 bit, 100 bits, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000. Now I'm looking at how much bits cost right now.
Yeah.
For you to get 5,000 bits, right, which is the 4th biggest, which is like where it starts to be significant, you have to spend $64, $65, $64.40. And
Okay.
for 10,000 bits is 126. 126
Okay.
times 10 is $1,000. By the way, that's the highest badge to get 100,000.
Well, can't you buy 25,000 bits?
You can buy
Yeah, for $300, I think.
for 300.
So you're saying $1,200 it costs?
No, yeah, sorry,
And
no,
that's
I
for
forgot about the
that's
bigger
for
package.
one channel.
Yeah.
That's to have that
Jeez.
badge in one channel.
Yeah, it's also it's
Which
ve-
makes it really weird because if it was Twitch wide, then they could be like, oh, he's really supportive of all the people here. That's cool. But it's just like, I'm dick riding the fuck out of DM Brandon right now. I'm better than you all. I'm
And-
dick riding the fuck out of
And also-
Cyan in his low tier plays. I'm better than everybody else here.
Also, the other thing that I dislike is that cheering bypasses slow and sub only mode.
And sub only.
Which is-
Ugh.
I mean, you
I
can.
don't
you
like
can-
that.
There are moderation tools to like disable bits below a certain amount, or like you can not have them pop up in your overlay. But there's just a whole bunch of behavior that's going to be spawned out of this that I
Even like there's already people who like donate an uncomfortable amount to streamers, right, and think that they're like their best friends or like give them, you know, like those type. It's like it's only gonna feed that.
It's really weird when people donate a lot and then they think they're your friend because they gave us money.
But it is for
It's the hardest thing to like handle.
it is for money though. So like I can see Twitch looking the other way on that type of thing because it's money, and like I hope streamers, especially when
it
there's
is
in
a
those
beta.
situations, can look the other way.
It is a beta. Maybe they'll fine tune it in the future. I hope to God they do. But as it stands now, I don't think I'll be using bits if they come out.
I just wish the bit emotes and the badges weren't even ugly. They're just ugly.
triangles animated. Yay!
Yo! Octagons?
They're weird.
It is. I mean, like I said, the idea of the system is not inherently a bad one. I really dislike how so many streamers are basically held in the grasp of PayPal right now. And it's like if PayPal decides that you're not gonna get access to your money, or someone decides to charge you back, and suddenly you're out a whole 4 people charging you back the money that you thought you had plus the chargeback fees, which is ridiculous. That's not cool. But at the same time, if you're gonna replace that system, it's gotta be a worthwhile replacement.
Yeah.
This one's not there yet. I think it could be, but it's not there yet.
I just wish there was more. I mean, there's just like there's like I wish there was more you can do with bits even, so it's not just like lame one-time use fucking emotes. It's just I don't know. It's definitely got some work to do, but I get where they're coming from. What PayPal should do is just come up with a program for streamers and online revenue generators like entertainers and YouTubers and stuff like that, and make a program that works for them. That gives it offers them a little bit more protection, and they can steal money back from Twitch.
Here's an idea. Seeing as they're going with animated emotes, that has long been the arena of BTTV, which is like channel specific. If you're going to do that, why not also let people upload their own cheering emotes that are animated?
Yeah, if it was like channel specific, right?
Well,
Because
no. You gotta nix that right away. Like you clearly don't understand how long it takes to get an emote approved. They have like
Forever.
15,000 partners. I mean, how many people do you think work there?
150.
You visited Twitch with me.
I would wager 150. They're on 2 floors, or 2 or 3. I don't know.
It's not a lot of people. And like the
So
people who
really
approve
low.
emotes, I mean,
That's a small team.
right. These are people. I mean, now everyone gets animated emotes, and they have to get 6 of them, and they all have to be uploaded right away. Like it would never happen.
I want to get like an emote that has like one frame that's just like a big old dick, but everything else is pretty wholesome.
Mm.
Shut the fuck up, Sam.
I mean, like it wouldn't be that
saying-
long of a loop. It'd be like a 10-frame loop. But
No,
Frame
they have to
6
be like
dicks.
watched. They have to be approved.
Yeah.
Like no, it's not viable. Having one set of emotes for everyone using one system is the cleanest. And I think people are getting way too fucking upset about this, considering the fact that Twitch is trying to do something to help us out, because we're the ones who have been for years complaining
Getting
about
fucked
PayPal. And now they're giving us a service to do this, and yeah, they're gonna fucking take a cut because real quick, they're a fucking business.
oh yeah, people who are upset.
Yo,
yeah,
real
people
quick.
who are upset about Twitch making money or streamers making money need to go.
And
That's
that same fucking argument. People are like, I don't like that they play favorites when they pick partners. This person didn't have this, and I have all these things. Like maybe your fucking stream just sucks, and they don't want to be associated with you.
And they're also handing out partner like candy to the right people though. Like
That's not true. There's less than 15,000 partners.
that's still too many, I feel.
Do you know how many people stream on this fucking website? Hundreds of thousands of people stream on this website.
You could scroll down to an obscure game and you'd see at least 10 people playing it.
To no viewers, but you know,
I went
but
to
they're
Maple
streaming.
Story and I seen like 20 people streaming. I said, "You're all terrible."
but
But
like,
I stream Maple
They're not
Story.
true weebs.
people keep thinking that Twitch is this giant company. Twitch is not YouTube. YouTube
Not even
has
close.
hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of employees, all doing different things. And YouTube doesn't get jack shit done ever. Whereas Twitch, with like maybe 200 employees, and that's a fucking hard maybe, gets like they compete with YouTube so well that they're basically shutting YouTube streaming down for the most part. Like you got to give it up to these guys. So yeah, maybe you didn't get partner yet because your fucking stream isn't that fucking good. Yeah, you get 100 viewers every day, but let me tell you, getting 100 viewers is not going to matter because you're not going to make any money off that. Getting partner doesn't automatically make you successful. Fuck, I'm barely successful, and I've been doing this hard as fuck for 4 years.
Yep.
So they're going to give us new features, and people are going to shit on them. Eventually, Twitch is going to just fucking stop and become YouTube. So I would appreciate it if everyone just chilled the fuck out.
All right. Speaking of chill the fuck out, they roll out another feature, another category: social eating.
Yes,
And Brandon,
dude.
you partook in this. I don't know if you saw the chat.
Yeah, I
there was
did
a,
this too.
there was a
That's
GIF
pretty hype.
captured of you and Kelsey giving thumbs up.
Was there really?
It's I'll put it in Slack. It's really phenomenal.
I'm a big fan of mukbang, and I've been really excited. I got wind of this probably a week and a half before it went live, and they said like, "Hey, would you like to be in the first, kind of wave of this? We're gonna promote some streamers." I'm like, "Oh yeah," and then they delayed it. It was like, "Okay, we're gonna do this next Friday." I'm like, "Oh okay," and then Wednesday it was just like live, and I'm like, "Fuck, I don't want to miss the opening day because I feel like there's a lot of potential of growth by doing it on the opening day." And it sucks because I did it on that day and not the Friday. I didn't get that front page promotion and stuff like that, but that's okay.
You still had
So-
how many viewers watch
Like
you
1,400. It was great.
So-
eat food?
I want to.
All right,
I want them
Pete,
to see you in a
Pete, listen to
restaurant.
me,
That'd be
listen,
entertainment.
Listen, what is my name?
That's
Do you want me to say your real name or?
You want to die? Twitch, my name is Fats. Hello?
Oh, you're saying you want into it?
Hello?
You want a social eat?
I did
See,
once.
no, like, I think you're mistaking what this is. This
here
is
we go.
social eating.
Here we
So
go,
it's
here we
supposed to
go.
be fun and
Yeah,
entertaining and with people who are interesting.
Uh-huh. Hey, keep it going.
there
Come
it
on.
goes.
No, that
there
was
it
it.
goes.
Come on. There's more to this.
Just go ahead.
That was literally it.
God, you're bad now.
Yo, okay. Imagine social eating like.
Esports changed
Wait.
you, man.
Wait, a picture like social eating takes way the fuck off. It's like someone's gonna get like really fat and unhealthy doing it for a living, and then they're gonna like blame Twitch for it, like people who blame McDonald's for getting them fat.
Oh my God.
Those people lost in court, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like I don't know, just don't eat it. I feel like social eating would be something I would excel at because it would just be me and Alex making gay jokes for an hour.
I think the funniest thing is I ate on stream once a long time ago as a joke during there was a Smite tournament going on and people were complaining in the stream, so I streamed on my channel for 10 minutes just eating a bowl of macaroni and cheese and staring at the camera like angrily, and the DM's like, "You can't do that, don't do that again, you'll get banned." And now
Yeah, for real, though.
I'm about to just play that VOD.
I have
No, you're actually there
You have to
are
interact.
very specific rules. You have to
I
be
read them.
communicative. You can't eat with an intent or with the result of you harming yourself, including throwing
Can't
up.
do challenges. You can't do all these things. I read all of it. I am fat. Of
what?
course
You
I read
can't
these
puke
damn
on
rules.
camera?
If you gotta puke, you bring your dumb ass to the bathroom.
Oh.
If you do anything on stream that is hurting you in hopes of
Right.
being a better streamer, you gotta go.
Yes, this is not Jackass.
I,
Still.
yeah, I have a friend
Like,
who's
even when I used to drink on stream, I would go throw up in the bathroom.
I have a friend who's a very hilarious person, a very good actor,
shake
who
your
is
head at me, Dad.
ludicrously fat. I always wanted to like one day on like April Fool's Day, throw my stream live, and it's just him like making and eating sandwiches one at a time in just complete silence, completely serious. I really want to do. I love the idea of doing like weird alternative stuff on Twitch. That's like almost making fun of the medium. But I'll save some of my ideas for. All right.
Good talk, man.
No, I'm saying like it opens the door to that type of thing, like weird performance art. I think there's a place for it. Just saying. Brandon, maybe we'll do it tomorrow at the barbecue, depending on how things are. If you want to
Wait,
eat,
what?
if at my house tomorrow when you're,
All right, so you said you bought hot dogs, right?
yeah,
What kind of hot dogs you bought?
Nathan.
Nah, man, you gotta run back.
I can't. There was like literally, it looks like fucking
You gotta get
Hurricane
Boar's
Sandy
Head
was
hot
coming
dogs.
again.
I'm not eating Nathan's hot dogs.
You don't have to eat them.
I mean, I do. What
What
kind
is
of
wrong with
hamburgers
this
you get?
I
heard-
got Bubba.
You can't make your own burgers.
I had to like literally pull up weeds today. Like the backyard was a mess. Like there's so many things. Also, fuck you. You're a guest.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
you.
I
I'm
said
gonna
if you
bully
want
you.
something,
Let's
bring
go,
it.
Sam.
If you want something, bring it.
Let him thank
I would have brought
Let's
it. I
go.
told you I was gonna bring food.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
So go
damn
fuck
it.
yourself.
You're
That was
expected
dumb,
to
man.
bring
You messed
something.
up.
You're expected to be a fucking guest.
Played yourself, motherfucker.
You
I don't
really
wanna
did
hear
just
it.
fuck up. I had your back.
You tried, Sam. It was a good effort.
It's alright, it's alright. Alright, so we're coming down to the end of the show here. So we have a hypothetical. I heard this from a friend. I don't know, maybe you guys have heard it, but I think it's really funny. It's an absurd one. It's a would you rather. This hypothetical goes like this. Would you rather never be able to feel true love for the rest of your life with anybody? Or would you rather have every song you listen to be Let the Bodies Hit the Floor?
No.
No love for 1,000, please. Fuck.
Are you sure?
I love music. I'm
I could. I
never
don't.
feel in love again. DM's down for letting the bodies hit the floor. He hates music.
No, I just said no. I would not rather do either of those things.
No,
Why?
no, 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 no,
Oh, wait,
no,
no, Kelsey's in the chat. Shut up. Kelsey's there. He can't do this.
No,
Think-
but I mean, like, I don't even like music, so I'm down to let the bodies hit the
Yeah,
floor.
let the bodies hit the floor is not happening for me though.
Man, you're telling me that you will never be able to listen to Coheed
Yo,
again.
you know what would be fucking hilarious, right? Is Fats, he's like, all right, give me a week, right? And everyone's like, all right, we're going to give you a week. And he sits there. And he's like talking to this girl, and he's thinking,
Here we
okay,
go.
this
Oh,
might
I'm
be
about
it.
to get slandered
This might
so
be it,
hard.
right? He's like, I'm gonna choose true love, and I'm gonna let the bodies hit the floor here, and then Frank Ocean out of nowhere.
He took his headset off.
That's messed up. That's messed up. You gotta go. You gotta go, Brandon.
I am great.
I feel like this hypothetical I find genuinely difficult to decide. I like music a lot, and music like puts me in moods to do different things, and like I use it like to pass time, and I love cruising in the car and doing it and stuff like that. But like I also have experienced true love, you know, so it's like,
That would be the worst pain I've ever heard in my life. That is not funny. I don't think you
Oh
understand
wow,
how
you're
not
still
funny
reeling,
that
huh?
is. That is not funny in the slightest.
That's what I was
Frank
telling
Ocean's
him. He's
album
gotta.
was
He's
supposed
gotta
to
get
come
out
out-
of here.
It is still July 2015, just so you know. Because that album was supposed to come out in July 15. It is July 324.
Wait, I don't
right
understand
now.
this. Is he like releasing an album that's just not coming out?
There was a giant rumor that the album was coming out in July 2015. And so there's been a running joke that it's still July, no matter what month it is, because it hasn't come out yet.
Oh,
It's been a year.
it's like the winds of winter of the music world, huh?
What the hell did you just say?
The next Game of Thrones book, George R. R. Martin.
Fucking losers, man.
Are you fucking kidding me? Talking to me about Frank Ocean?
You can't even compare the two subjects.
The-
This one has zombies and magic and dragons. He's a black guy. What you got?
There's black guys.
They alive?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I heard everybody dies, man.
All right. All right, well, that's going to be the end of the show here. We're past time, so thank you all for tuning in. If you like what you saw tonight, follow us on Twitter. I'm at JuiceMatter. Brandon's at JuiceDM. Chris
Don't
is
follow
at...
him.
Yeah, don't follow him. Chris is at JuiceScient, and Fats is at ZooFats. If you want to see more of me, hit the follow button below. That's it. Rate and review on iTunes. Rate and subscribe on iTunes. Christ
Like,
almighty.
comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. We'll keep doing this. We'll be back next week with more of this shit. And, peace, love, and Bing Bong frees you.